Well, Leigh, in football, an uncertain world, an uncertain business, when you did the deal in the summer, obviously nobody has any guarantees about how things will work out. So 6 months down the line, how do you see that it's gone?
It's gone well. I mean, I think, I suppose in many ways exceeded expectation. I think Ben and I have formed a really good working relationship. We see each other probably once a month, but we talk just about every day. The whole process of chairing the football club with him over in the States and me over here has worked really, really well. But it's been a very hard working 6 months, both with the on the playing, but also off the field activities that we've been involved in. But overall, I'm extremely pleased with it. Yeah, the progress has been rapid. Culminating today's announcement that we have the club has bought the freehold back, which is a commitment I made in 2019 that I would find a way, and we did find a way, and that is really, really important. So overall, extremely pleased and heading in the right direction. I said at the point that Trevella moved in with Ben that I wanted to take the club in a certain direction, but conscious of the fact I couldn't do it on my own. It needed something fresh, it needed new investment, it needed new thinking, and I knew that could be done, but only with bringing in somebody like Ben and Trevella. And so it's proven, and I think as time goes by, that decision will be more and more correct. We'll see, but that's my view.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's one thing to do the deal that you did with Trivella, and then 6 months down the line, the freehold is obviously another momentous event, if you like. Yeah. And it does feel like, you mentioned they're heading in the right direction, that Walsall, after some years of, I hesitate to use the word stagnation, but there's been frustration around the place. It does feel like you're emerging now. A lot of work still to do. Yeah. How do you feel about that?
Well, I think stagnation is probably strong, but I think it was certainly not heading in the direction. I mean, I inherited the club where it had been relegated. I mean, that's some very good ups and downs up until that point, but it was a pretty, relegation's always a low point in a club. And then, of course, we were hit by COVID. Effectively 2 years were written off. So you just had to survive COVID, and we did pretty successfully. And at that point, during that point actually, Ben and I met, and the rest is history, as I say. We then started working together. They were very genuine, but it's been a frustrating journey. COVID was frustrating, certainly, but we have not performed as I'd have liked on the pitch. But we are now. I'm beginning to see that side of it. Because at the end of the day, Mark, it doesn't matter. You can own your stadium, but if you're still watching them lose on the pitch, the fans don't care. But they care a lot more about beating Crawley 2-1. I think they do. Obviously, that's what drives it, and we need to get that part of the club with Michael and Wayne and Sads and all that sort of team, getting this team to perform. And in recent weeks and months, they most certainly have. So that part of the jigsaw is coming right. The off-field part of it with the freehold and everything else that's going on, we're excited about some of the things we're doing. Will put us in a very good position. So I am pleased. There's no question about it. But I want that playing side of it to be sustainably better than it's been over the last couple of 3 years. And I can see signs that it is.
I mean, football sometimes, obviously, it is, as you say, it's a results business. Yeah. But at the same time, some of the other targets take time to come to fruition. It's hard, looking from the outside in, to underestimate or understate the freehold situation, because it does feel like freeing up Walsall, if you like.
Well, it does. I mean, I think I've always, almost from a business philosophical point of view, believed a football club should own its assets. The biggest asset is its stadium, And you've only got to look not far from here at clubs that don't and the trouble they're in. You know, I made a commitment to the supporters back in 2019, we've been able to keep that. But I knew that had to be done in partnership with another party. I couldn't do it on my own. And so it's finding out the party to do it, and I did. And you know, that is a very important part of the overall jigsaw of the football club. It is very, very important. Financially, it's very important. From a security of the football club going forward, it's very important. It just makes me feel a lot more comfortable as co-chair that we've been able to deliver that. So off the field, strong. On the field, much better. We're in a pretty decent place.
And looking forward, if we were to sit down in 6 months' time, what are the challenges and targets ahead?
Well, I think there's still, Ben will talk no doubt in more detail than me about still infrastructural changes that we want to make in the stadium and surrounding areas, which we're working, or which the other team particularly working hard on. You know, I said at the beginning of the season, and it's true now, I still think we're a very challenging side in this League Two. And I think we've got a hell of a chance of making progress this season. You know, whether we get promotion or not, I don't know. Of course I don't know. But I think we've got a hell of a chance. And I think we should really push for it this season. Because we've got some extremely good players, and we've got Michael and his team in place, and it just feels right. So I am optimistic for the rest of the season. I'm optimistic that the following season will be even better. Infrastructural changes will be made in the club. Ben will talk about those more than me because he's more involved in that than I am. But we're in pretty good shape at the moment.